Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be reviewing a katana from Cheness Cutlery. Here's me standing in the mirror looking like a dork, checking out the sword. I actually purchased this sword way back in 2010, 10 years ago, and I've had other swords sitting around, so I haven't really wanted to do much cutting with it. I figured it was kind of my best sword, so I just kept it in really pristine condition, but I figured it was about time to get myself a new sword, so I figured I'd put this one through the paces and tests. And I had just moved into this new place, and this banana patch was way overgrown. The trees were about 20, 30 feet tall. And what better targets? Some of them are about, I would say, as thick as my hips and excuse me, not my hips, my thighs. They're pretty thick, maybe, I don't know how much diameter we're talking about, but anyways, you get the point. The sword goes right through them. I was shocked when it went through that tree right there because it was almost zero resistance, and I noticed right away that any attack that I landed with accuracy and proper form would go instantly through the trees, and again, almost zero resistance, and the sword, performed beautifully. It was razor sharp, and there was on times I was cutting here for about, I would say, a good hour or so, and there was times when I misstroked the sword swings, and it would kind of get bound in the tree right here. You see that one, and several others where it didn't quite go all the way through. And I think in my own mistakes and improper technique, maybe I put a slight warp into the sword after about a good hour of doing this and continuous work. So here I've got a time lapse, and the following videos will be sped up, and I also kept the audio intact so you could kind of hear the sword swings. It's pretty cool. I mean, I had the time of my life literally doing this, so props to Cheness Cutlery. It's a wonderful sword, and the only thing that happened from all this cutting was that the blade got stained a little bit, which is unfortunate, but to be expected when you're dealing with big banana trees and sap and all these other factors. And it took a slight warp, but it still went back into the scabbard afterwards, and I would blame that more on my own faulty technique, as I said, than malfunctioning of the sword. And yeah, so check it out. I believe this was the Kaze model. I'd gotten the Kaze Katana and Wakizashi together, and it's the 920 spring steel, 9,260 spring steel, I believe is what it's called, and performed fabulously, as you can see. And I would rate these trees as relatively thick. I would say at least a tatami mat or two in equivalency, or soaked newspaper or something like that, and it just sliced through it like butter. So check them out. They're pretty cool forge. Again, I ordered this sword many years ago, and it performed great. Held up to all these tests and cutting in over an hour of work. Alright, I'll shut up and let the video play. Aloha. well, that was all the footage that I got on this particular day, though as you can see I did a lot more cutting after I shut off the camera, and all of the trees that I cut down have already regrown to about 10 or 15 feet tall, so I didn't really do much damage to the patch, just cut it back, and all the ones you see standing here all had fruit on them, and I've already harvested a bunch. But anyways, if you like this video, please subscribe and hit the bell button and support the Maui Bees. Aloha.